All right. I think we should be recording at this point. Still kind of debating if I want to even send out a link for this. I think I might just keep this unlisted for the moment and maybe go back and do some editing if I like how it turns out afterwards. It's been a while since I did this. I've done this. Need to get back into the groove of it. Yeah, today I am hopping into Forbidden Solitaire. This is a game that I've been really looking forward to coming out. Because I've been looking forward to it, I know almost nothing about it. Uh, when I am looking forward to something, if I kind of get that vibe that, oh yeah, this is going to be something that I really mesh with and really am going to like playing, I go out of my way to avoid learning anything about it, which is kind of the opposite of what most people prefer to do, I feel like, but I like to be surprised. Sometimes it kind of comes back to bite me, especially with games where a lot of times there seems to be kind of a collaborative nature and kind of figuring out what they're all about and getting the full breadth of the game and the concepts behind it. So maybe I've screwed myself there, but I guess we'll find out. Yeah, that said, I'm just gonna give this a shot. Let's go. Let's see how it goes. So when the game first started up, it pretty much dropped me right into this fake desktop gameplay that you're seeing. I believe our name is W. Roberta, if I remember correctly from the login screen. Yep, Will Roberta. No, I don't want to shut down. And then right when I logged in, there was a pop-up showing this conversation here, which we will get into now. So, LOL. Okay, going to sleep now for real this time. See ya, bro. Emmers. Remember that weird violent card game that Mom saw on TV when we were kids? The one she made us promise we wouldn't play? Guess what I just found while thrifting? I'm gonna try installing it when I get home. Wish me luck. Oh, and naturally, don't tell Mom. Winky smiley face. Oh my god, dude, no way. You found a copy of Forbidden Solitaire? I remember wanting to play it so bad when I was little. You gotta let me borrow it after you're done with it. Extremely jealous right now. Alright, so a little context for background here. Emily Roberta would appear to be our sister. We are Will, and we are going to jump into Forbidden Solitaire now, although I do kind of want to check out some of these other icons here, see what they do, just out of curiosity. Alright, I don't want to look at those stats too much just yet, because I don't want to know what happens. This is just a link to the actual Discord server for Night Signal Entertainment, one of the developers and publishers of the game. This game was in collaboration with one other company. Yeah, this is with collaboration between Gray Alien Games and Night Signal Games. Gray Alien Games, I have played one of their earlier releases, which was Shadowhand, which I really enjoyed. That was another solitaire-based game. It's been many years since I played it. I don't remember a whole lot about it, but it has stuck with me that I really enjoyed it at the very least. Most of the games from this Gray Alien Games seem to be less in the horror genre and more in kind of a cutesy kind of style. Maybe not cutesy, but definitely not so much known for their horror games. So this is a collaboration with Night Studios, who are Night Signal Studios rather, who are much more known for their horror games, especially Home Safety Hotline, which I just picked up. I'm looking forward to checking that one out as well. Anyways, Gray Alien Games newsletter. I'm guessing you guys can't see these pop-ups as I'm just sharing the game window with you. Yeah. And then more games will presumably show us more games. All right, let's get into Forbidden Solitaire itself. Oop. Just checking my audio levels here. I'm seeing a lot of clipping on the desktop audio. Gonna bring that down. Hopefully you guys can hear it without it getting too loud, but I don't want to totally deafen you or blow out your speakers either. Yeah, that's looking better. And sorry, just one more thing real quick. Gonna see if I can I'd like to prevent this pausing so I can kind of get a preview of what you're seeing while also changing settings around. Worry about that later.
They say that there is a secret to defeating death. Somewhere beyond Blood Rock Mountain and through the deadly valleys of Gravewood, there it lies. Known only by legend as the Forbidden Dungeon, it is said that any soul daring enough to plunge its depths may unlock the secret to immortality in the heart of its deepest chamber. The question is, how badly do you wish to live forever?
I'm really loving this revival of the sort of more 90s, 2000s era graphics that are coming back. And not only because it lowers the barrier of entry for developers to release games, not having to go for that AAA as realistic as possible look, but also as a 30-something-year-old, this brings a lot of nostalgia to me, this era of graphics. And yeah, it also makes me feel like maybe one day I can fulfill my goal of releasing my own independent game of something like this. I do have a fire going in the fireplace behind me. I'm going to have to set down the laptop to feed that at some point. That's why I keep looking behind me. Just keep an eye on that. I'm also sipping on a AF with Afterglow Dark and Stormy, which is absolutely delicious. I'm not much of a drinker anymore. For reasons. Reminds me of an Onion headline that guy who orders a water at the bar has either seen more shit than you can imagine or no shit ever. Something to that effect. I would be in the former, and I was also the instigator of a lot of that shit. Really fucked up my life with it. So now I just stick to the non-alcoholic stuff. I don't know what the Afterglow in this AF is, but it really does make you feel pretty damn good, I gotta say. Alright, you approach the steps of the Forbidden Dungeon as it looms over you, waiting for its next victim to willingly enter its labyrinthian jaws. Step by cautious step, you approach the entrance. As you reach out to open the old wooden door, you find it pulls back against you, locked in the betterment of man's kingdom, not for long. You must clear all the cards on the puzzle levels to proceed. Now, this is called Forbidden Solitaire, so I'm going to assume we're going to be playing with some solitaire-esque rules. They're going to give us a refresher anyways. The basics. Click on a card one number higher or lower than the card at the bottom of the screen. Okay, this is a little different. Interesting. I think this is Pyramid Solitaire, just a slightly different version of Solitaire than what you would play by default on the old Microsoft Solitaire, which I was never any good at, so we'll see how this goes. Alright, so 3, 4, 5, 4. Can't play anything, so we'll draw a stop card. King. Ace is the number 1. King. Queen, Jack, 10. Oh. Got a combo by playing 6 cards in a row. Keep combos going to generate mana. Click End Combo when you need to draw a new card. So 9, 10. Can't go anywhere with that, so we'll end the combo. 8. We want to open up our cards here before we do anything else. So 7. Stick. Let's go with the 7. And 5. Onward. Finally, the door gives way to your sorcery. Oh, I should probably move my window to get out of the way of the text on the screen. Let's try there, see how that goes. Probably end up blocking something else. Try that. You take your first step within, blinded by the darkness, along with some kind of glitching going on in the background. So we're already getting a little bit of spooky going on here. I like it. was always a big fan of the old copy pasta, like creepy video game copy pastas back in the day, and this kind of seems like it's gonna have a copy pasta brought to life kind of vibe to it, like the haunted ROMs, things like that. With a spark, you light your fingers like a torch, illuminating the room with a dim light. A dark maze of stone surrounds you. In the distance, you can hear a faint drone. You walk toward the source of the agony and soon see before you a poor, crying soul impaled upon a bloody spear. Surely you can spare a moment to free them from their misery. I don't think I want to free that thing. No. With a slight struggle, you pull the spear from their belly and they collapse onto the floor. As you turn to leave, you suddenly feel a horrible pain in your foot. You look down and see this agonized creature has hunger leash sunk in its teeth into your ankle. You realize with horror this is no man you have freed, but a cannibalistic beast. Well, if it's a cannibalistic beast, then what is what do you mean? I digress. Okay, getting into some solitaire-based combat. Clear cards to increase your damage and click end turn. Hover over the enemy's next action for details. So it's got 20 HP. Oh, Emily's back up. Okay, you've reawakened my obsession with this game. I'm gonna go do some digging when I get home. If I'm lucky, maybe you'll find it on an abandonware site or something. Okay, so we're playing. So this could. We're not playing this game when it was new. This is a nostalgic game for ourselves as well, which I guess was actually said in the original conversation. Just kind of glossed over that part. I blame you for any all digital crimes I may or may not commit this evening. Well, I highly encourage you to commit your digital crimes, Emily. Alright, 8, got 9, 10, 19, 75, 9, 10, 3. Why did I think I could do that? Boy, that did not go well. Pretty sure I could have done better than that if I would have paid better attention to the cards that were out there. Too late now. Yeah, I'm not off to a good start here, guys. Okay. No aces, no kings. Jack. And 10 won't free up any other cards for me, so we'll do queen. I feel like I was probably supposed to have finished this battle by now. Okay, so there's 2 more. I'm gonna try to kill him. Yeah, that's not a great start. I'm gonna chalk that up to the afterglow. You stand over the creature's unrecognizable corpse, having overcome the first of the Forbidden Dungeon's many dangerous trials. Over here, you hear a strange voice coming from a nearby wall. Turning around, you see an eye peering out from behind a missing brick. I can help you. I can help you. Very cautiously, you approach the voice. Alright, so I do remember seeing what's going to happen here in a video, but allows you to undo one action per hand. That would have been useful a minute ago. Or increase health by 10. Considering how bad I did, that would also be useful. I think I like the idea of undoing better. Which, worth it. Not a bad body mod, honestly. It's kind of sick. Yeah, my fire's dying. I'll be back in a sec here. Oops. Didn't mean to skip that. I've got this pause to see if I can disable that pause on window change thing, although could be a reason to have that in the first place. Tutorial tooltips, messages, jump scares. Yeah, looks like that's just how it is. Come on, Emily, I'm trying to play here. Damn, surprisingly no luck on any of the pirate sites. I guess some pirate groups made it their holy mission to destroy as many copies as possible, so it's rare now, dude. You should rip that shit and upload it, preserve it for the good of gaming. I highly agree. Gaming preservation is very important. But yeah, no joke, the controversy around this looks like it was batshit, lol. I think I found the news story that must have freaked mom out.
A group of demonstrators gathered outside the Heartblade Interactive offices this morning in protest of a controversial new video game called Forbidden Solitaire. The game, a dark fantasy adaptation of the classic game Solitaire, recently found its way to stores and quickly drew criticism from parent groups for its violent content. The game includes graphic scenes involving eye gouging, impalement, bloody rituals, and more.
There's no reason for it to be this violent. It's fucking Solitaire!
The software company responsible for the game, Heartblade Interactive, has declined to comment in the wake of the controversy. The company's founder is former fantasy author Lucas B. Hart, who has recently been working to keep the game from being banned in several countries, including Germany, Brazil, and
Lord British, not King Britain, good lord. Are we just not going to reply to our sister at all? Seems a little rude, but okay. Find the hidden secret and clear all the cards to continue your quest. So I like this so far. You know, it's solitaire for everything, but you know, it's not just combat. I assume this means we have to uncover that block back there to uncover the secret of the room. Ooh, key. Interesting. What do I do with it? Oh, there's a block right there. Cool, I like that too. 9, 8, 7, 8, 9, 7. Alright, better than my last start. So we got ace, we can either go... Oh no, we can't go that way at all. Ace 2. Ace 2. If we can get a king or a 10, we'll be going good for a couple turns. 7, king, queen. Trying to decide which one of these I want. I assume this is what I need to unlock to uncover the secret, but it's already uncovered there. I got more cards over here. Queen, or jack, queen. Jack. Queen. Getting close. 4. So the 5 uncovers more of the door. I wonder if that's just all. Haha, nice. Oh man, so I gotta uncover the rest of the cards. 4. 5. Nice. 6, 7. I mean, I've got so few cards left, and I don't know if I keep these in between hands or in between like rounds or not. I'm gonna guess no. So, well, no, because even if I do use that to be able to unlock one more card, it seems unlikely that I'll be able to go much further than that. 9. Maybe if I did the 2, I could do this king. 3. I'm gonna try it. Finally, you discover a vital clue towards your progress. You come across a suspicious seam in a wall, a hidden door perhaps. I don't know about hidden. Suddenly, the groans grow louder and you turn around to see a hideous sight. The very corpse you left behind, now a shambling abomination. Through a miracle of the darkest forces, it still lives. As the groaning horror lurches towards you, you pray this encounter will be its last. And it's like a mouth that's coming at you. Love all the creative uses of the cards here. Looks like there's something new in the shop. I think I'm gonna keep saving up for that because I'm not great at solitaire, so I could probably use extra HP more. I'm still not entirely sure what mana does, how it's different from HP, how it's different from HP in general, but I'm not sure what it's doing just yet. Alright, what is this? Instant piercing damage. Alright. Does for me. I'm sure it will become clear later. know what tableau cards are. I'm half tempted to click it just to figure that out. I mean, this is my first playthrough. I don't mind if I die early. It's probably worth knowing. Okay. But also pretty good. So once you fill up the mana, you get the orb to unleash a mana storm. Okay, so I noticed this was closed on the last turn, so I guess it doesn't perform that attack every turn, which is good. Destroy up to 3 playable cards, dealing 1 piercing damage per strike. Okay, I need to get to keep going. Alright. So that should be easy enough now. 6. I've already done enough damage to kill him. Maybe we'll get some extra coins for the overkill. The creature lies unflinching before you, reduced to nothing but bones and sinew. How long have I been going here? Just out of curiosity. 30 minutes. You redirect your attention back towards the hidden door. There has to be a mechanism somewhere to open this. You just need to find it. Okay, so those cards don't take up a slot, a hand slot. Diamond suit locked. Unlock the suit. Oh, come on, Emily. Yes. Guessing you're busy playing the game now. Not that you ever respond to my text timely either way. I'm sorry, I would if I could. But LOL, check out this shit. Is this the most 90s ass ad or what? This game looks like those tube yogurts taste. You'll play so much it will be in your blood. Solitaire like you've never seen it before. Engage in bloody, visceral, card-based combat as you explore a dark, labyrinthian, long-forgotten dungeon. From the creator of the best-selling Drake Flame Chronicles book series. Let's see if we can get any previews of anything else that's coming up from these screenshots here. Not really. Looks like that monster's probably gonna come back for us again. I would love to respond to you, Emily. I think it's rude when your siblings don't respond to you, too. Okay. so far. Jack. Okay, so once we get a card in like the 4, 8, 5 range, we'll be able to get some real combo going here. Really need that 9, 6, 5. Oh, I should have done that. Fuck. Oop, that's why we got the undo. Okay, hadn't thought about that. I can use the undo to preview what card is hidden and then go back and make my decision from there. That'll be good. 5, 6, 7. I didn't even see that there. Come on. Oops. That was bad. But we're alive. At last you find it, beneath the dust and rubble of a dark cobwebbed corner, a switch. You depress it with a loud roar. You depress it, and with a loud roar you hear the hidden doorway open. As the stone door slowly grinds open before you, rocky pale debris begins to spill outward. As the door opens fully, it reveals its horror. Those aren't rocks at all. A foul, salt-like stench fills the air. Your eyes behold the passageway, filled to the brim with the calcified remains of countless corpses. To discover what's at the end of this chamber, you fear you'll have to disturb them. Combos through left and 5 instead of 6. Boost the power of mana cards. It does cost more, which means it's better. Wonder how many you can have of these total. Found this old magazine review of the game. Apparently it was so buggy they couldn't even finish it, lol. So beware of bugs, I guess. Okay. Romero's rating, 4 out of 10. The gameplay is also deceptively simple, but opens up its strategic depth over the course of the game's runtime. Yeah, I agree so far. The abilities are fun to use, but occasionally bug out, causing me to lose battles I was otherwise winning. And the graphics, while amazing at times, are disrupted regularly by groups of pixels appearing to come from some late-game enemy that didn't seem like it was meant to appear yet, as the game was fighting itself at every turn whenever it'd show up. So that'd be whatever we saw when we first opened the game as well. In conclusion, while Heartblade Interactive may have captured the attention of pearl-clutching parents everywhere with its dark, gory take on Solitaire, it's just too glitchy to recommend to even the edgiest teen. One particularly devastating bug even prevented me from being able to see the game's conclusion. Perhaps Forbidden Solitaire should have stayed forbidden from store shelves after all. Danger lurks around every corner. So they're calling these guys zombies, which seems weird. Zombies are undead humans, and that thing does not look human to me. Come on, man, just respond to your sister. looked like a really long content warning. I guess maybe I should mention, at the very beginning of the game there was an epilepsy warning, content warning, as well as a content warning for suicide, so if that's something that you have a problem with, it might be better not to follow this any longer, because apparently that will be coming up at some point. Let's start here. 8. Not liking these cards. Probably should have saved that for getting close to our mana being full here. Alright, there's a key under there, but I don't. Oh yeah, I do need keys actually. Looks like this is more helpful to me right now. I kind of feel like that should just be it. Like once you get the central thing uncovered, then you're just done. But I think I'm probably just mostly feel that way because I'm not doing super great at this game so far. 7, 8. Alright, we made it. So I assume there's going to be a ramp up in difficulty, probably somewhere soon here. So even with as bad as I'm doing, it's been pretty forgiving so far. Salty dust powders your lungs as you finally move the last bit of bony debris out of your way, revealing a clear path at last through the hidden passage. You gather your strength and step forward into the darkness. As you march your way through the shadowed hall, you hear your footsteps echo. You stop in place, but the footsteps continue. It is just as you feared. You're being followed. I like these colors. I like this color scheme. Uh-oh. Turning around, you witness a grotesque horror limping its way towards you. The figure illuminates as it drags itself into your faint light. You recognize its horrible, mangled visage. It's still alive. How could it still be living? It's been undead this whole time. Oh, nice. This enemy will always block some of your basic attacks, so the less flesh it has, the better its defense is becoming. Seems a little counterintuitive. I guess the skeleton is more sturdier than flesh. Alright, so this also does a swipe attack. It's got 20 health. What do we got now? Excuse me. Yeah, let's do it. I need all the help I can get. I feel like there will probably come some point where I wish I had saved up more gold too. Most likely. I guess maybe I'm kind of confusing this gameplay with a roguelike, which this is not. Yes, I got that perfect. those cards get to ignore the defense bonus. Good to know. And just got a lot more cards going here. Looks like king. Could go back and try to see what one of these other ones is instead. Let's do it. Did not help. We're doing well enough right now that I'm not going to use that Joker just yet. Probably should have tried remembering what those were. That might have been helpful. So now we're definitely getting closer to helpful Joker territory. I'm going to go ahead and Joker this so I can get rid of all 4 of these. 5, 6. Cool. Looking pretty good. Alright, I need to do 10 more damage. 2 more damage right now. It is nice. I'm up to 6 on it. 1 more damage. Remove a targeted playable. So I got a special Joker, remove a targeted playable card. Relentless, you continue your assault on the poor soul until it is broken into hundreds of bony, shattered pieces across the dark hall. It's a good call. Ooh. As you begin to make your way back into the dungeon, you hear a rattling sound as the shattered remains begin to shiver, and the blood begins to rise. Oh, cool. A pooling red whirlwind forms in front of you as hundreds of disparate bones, meat, and gristle from throughout the dark hall begin to assemble. You run down the hall as fast as your feet can carry you. An unholy shriek echoes through the chamber. Your heart leaps with joy as you witness a familiar sight approach. A door looks off to me. The shriek grows louder. With swiftness you attempt to pull it open, only for it to pull back against you. The door is locked. Turn around and witness a horrific sight, a hulking, malformed effigy of bones and tissues rampaging toward you. That was cool. This attack is Curse, which is 5 damage. Rough. Oh, and I did keep my Joker from the last round, so I should be holding on to those tighter than I have been. And nothing to buy. take a lot of hits from this guy. This thing, rather, I shouldn't assume it's gender. It's an amalgamation of many different corpses. I think that is by definition probably genderless. Combo would be good because I can get rid of all 3 of these. Should open up a lot more cards. And do it. Combo's going so good, I kind of want to keep it going. Yeah, I really should have done that in the first place. I don't know why I didn't think of that. That was a good start. Break from the attack. Hopefully we can go on the offense a little. We cannot. This would be a good time for Joker. I imagine there's probably some kind of bonus for totally clearing the table. Probably the trade-off to be made between refreshing the cards like that and keeping going. Close. 9 more damage. Alright, we got this. 5, 4, 4, 5. And that should do it. Oh, I should have taken that Joker first. There must be a way to stop this terror for good. As the creature stands dazed, weakened. As the creature stands dazed. Let's try that one more time. As the creature stands dazed, weakened by your assault, you plunge your hand into its swirling, bloody gore. Suddenly you feel a pulse. You grip and tear from the beast. You inspect your hand to find a bloody, beating heart. What unholy magic drives its rhythm? The creature stirs. You better start your investigation with haste. I'm gonna dissect the heart now. Cool. So So far, I have not had any issues with having enough gold to just buy everything that comes up, which is not what I expected. Alright, Emily, what now? Holy shit. I found a police report that was filed with the studio just before the game came out. Why wasn't this the controversy? How did they keep this quiet? TLDR stands for too long didn't read, by the way. A developer died by suicide in the studio. Here's the report I found. Be warned, it's a graphic. Alright, so here's your suicide content warning. If you have a problem with that, give you a second to leave. Alright. Oof. That does not look like suicide to me. Name Shannon Sierra. Date of birth 4/4/1966. Weight 166 somethings. I'm gonna guess pounds. Location Heartblade Interactive LLC. Something blocked out. Summary. Sunday, March 5th, 1995. A break-in was reported at 12:21. When officer something or other, I assume, arrived at the scene, victim was found dead in the office of someone, laying near a compact disc. Victim found 2 identical daggers plunged in eye sockets. Room was locked, and security cameras confirm wounds were self-inflicted. No additional evidence found. Comma, not period. Interesting. So that seems weird. Well, it seems weird in general, yeah. Room was locked and security cameras confirmed wounds were self-inflicted. Okay, so what else was going on there? How did the disc get there? If there's security cameras around, shouldn't they know that too? I guess we're only seeing the first page, a clip of the first page of the report. I guess it would probably tell you more in the full report. All right, Emily, we are going to continue ignoring you, I guess. To do there. Go ahead and break that loose. Could do the queen. The ace at least actually uncovers one more card for us. Supposed to be getting heart cards out of the way. Okay, ace, no 2s or kings, queen. Combo right there as well. I don't think mana necessarily is as big of a help right now. Boy, there's a pretty good run just waiting to happen there. cards I had left in my deck. Makes it a little hard to make some decisions. Maybe not in this circumstance since I don't have that tableau reshuffle, but yeah. Hate it when you get down to the low end here and you're just totally dependent on finding cards from a very small pool of cards that are actually helpful. Like this. Hold on. That's not helpful. There we go. Complete the Spade Dungeon achievement. Alright. After a thorough and bloody excavation, you find it. Nestled inside one of its veins, a key. As you extract it, pools of blood splash to the floor and bony debris clatters around you. The heart stops beating. The beast is no more. You turn and approach the door. The key fits the lock perfectly. That's handy. I really love the color schemes that they're using on this. I'm sorry, I'm gonna check how long I'm going at the moment. Just shy of an hour. I don't know how much longer I'm gonna keep going. I really want to keep playing, but I don't know if I want to keep streaming. As the door swings open, your vision blurs red with the sight of blood-coated jail cells as far as the eye can see. Distant cries of agony fill the iron-scented air. Cautiously, you step forward into the hall. You hear the sounds of chains dragging near, so we're gonna get a new enemy type, I assume. As you turn toward the sound, with a loud thwack, your head suddenly throbs with pain. Something just slapped us upside the head. You fall to the floor, your vision turns black. Darkness, blackness. In the unconscious void, your mind begins to wander. You conjure a friendly face, perhaps. So now we're seeing some of the glitching going on here. That thing is pretty creepy looking. Interesting. You have the feeling this thing's not going to fight very fair. One thing I want to check. Do these cards change when I go to the shop? Do I still have a Joker there? They do. So you can kind of use that shop to, well, I guess it kind of get an idea of what's coming up in the round a little bit and try to lay out something that's a better starting situation just by visiting the shop and coming back. Good to know. Cosmic ailment. Aces. Something beyond comprehension. Change cards to the same number. Forces beyond comprehension. Change cards to the same number. Does that mean it changes all the cards now? Assuming the non-cards. cards of the same number, so I guess it chooses a random number and changes all the cards to whatever other number is listed. 6 damage. Not much of any kind of combo I can do at the moment, even if I do use my Joker. Shuffling tableau cards, I don't think I'm going to go with that route just yet. Oh. 5 damage to both of us, okay. Didn't go as well as I had hoped. Really close though. If I shuffle them, I can probably see what this other card is. I'm making a mistake when fighting. Boy, I got about 1 turn left in me. So scared. Could die, possibly. We'll see. Would it be worth shuffling the cards to see if I can get a combo going? So I'm going to look at the draw. Alright. And I hope you guys notice that I am not making that joke. Cards I just got. Hold on to that for the moment because I only need 1 more damage, but I wish I could get it now. Take that for the team. Boom. What's that thing? Pry open your weary eyes to find yourself in a cramped, rusty jail cell. The pungent odor of blood and iron assaults your senses as you begin to gather your surroundings. It seems you aren't alone, as you catch sight of another poor soul trapped in the cell with you. Perhaps together you may find a way to escape. As you approach your cellmate, you realize they aren't breathing. This cell was their tomb. It may be yours. So I guess that's just what everyone's face looks like around here. They don't seem too surprised about that part. Hey look, they drew a little astronaut on the wall behind them. It's cute. Alright, I gotta put another log on this fire. I'll be right back. some chocolate caramel square as well. Probably going to call it quits after whatever the next round ends up being here. I'm really digging this game so far. I'm enjoying this a lot. Hope you guys are too. And gals and ghouls. We push... I forgot to read the last line. We push those thoughts aside and focus on searching the body for anything useful. Pretty sure it's going to come up and bite your arm after this. Like, come on. Have you not figured this out yet? Okay. So, it gets weirder if you can believe it. I'm really impressed that Emily continues to send messages after being ghosted for this long. Remember that true crime mystery show, Truth or Tale? Is that the one with the guy from Star Trek? Guess they did an episode on this game, but it was taken off the air after complaints. So yeah, I had to see it. This is the only partial recording of the episode I could find. I feel like Tim Heidegger on Cinema at the Cinema as I'm trying to read these. I swear I know how to read. Prepare yourself. It's kind of fucked.
Can video games cause violence? That's a question many parents have been asking as video games become increasingly bloody and realistic. But tonight, we ask a different type of question. Can video games kill? Tonight we'll answer that question as we dive into the mystery of a child's strange death and the connection it might have to a disturbing banned video game. But is it the truth? Or is it just a tale?
I really love FMV in video games. It never should have gone away. I'm glad it's making a comeback. I mean, it never really stopped. They've been out there. But I would say it's made a comeback in a big way in the last couple of years here.
Timmy Garriott was always a well-behaved and kind young man. He had his eyes set on becoming an astronaut when he grew up. But after purchasing a controversial video game, those plans changed for the worse.
I didn't even know he had a copy. I don't know where he would have found it or why he'd ever want to play it. But after I found it in his computer, I knew. I knew it was responsible for what happened to him.
Tragically, Timmy was found dead at his computer. But the circumstances around his death were nothing short of extraordinary, with no trace of forced entry, fingerprints, or evidence of any kind. Law enforcement found themselves stumped, with no obvious leads to follow. I must warn you viewers, the footage you're about to watch, some of you may find disturbing.
I don't know if you could get away with showing a child with his eyes gouged out on 90s TV. I feel like you'd have a hard time getting away with that today. Anyways, yeah, I really love that. I love that setup. I love the cheesy setups for each scene, like the pan out from the camera and the, oh, hello, closing the book. Good stuff. Alright, I think after this round, I probably will call it a night. Transmutation. Trade mana for 5 health. Like my mana. Doubles mana regeneration at combo 10 or above. I hardly ever get to combo 10 or above, so I don't know how much good that's going to do me. But again, I have more than enough gold to just buy both gold pieces. A little too kind in that respect. great start. Transmutation, granulation. Somewhere. I feel like this is probably a pretty good spot for a combo for the Joker. So we do 10, Jack, Queen, Jack, Queen. Yeah, we're gonna go for it. I think that's probably the first combo over 10 that I've gotten, so I still don't feel too bad. Wait, no, I got that gem anyway, so I still get that bonus race.
Wicked combo.
What is this again? Bonus mana? I don't think I really need that yet. I guess the thing about this is that I'm not in combat. I don't need to worry about losing health. I think I'm gonna give this a shot, just kind of see how it goes. I totally read that the wrong direction. Thought I was gonna trade health for mana, which would have gotten me closer to you know what I'm saying. Glad we get each other. Close. Let's see if I can be able to. I thought that would get rid of more cards. Onward. After much searching, you come across something in your cellmate's pocket. A key. How strange that a prisoner would die holding the answer to their own salvation. It must have another purpose. Yeah, probably should have seen that coming. Suddenly, a frigid hand reaches out and clutches your shoulder. A mad, gurgling shriek pierces the air. So it looks like there is coming out of his face. Nice. Help me! The prisoner cries desperately through a choking, wet cough. Before you can spare a thought, the prisoner's chest bursts outward, and hundreds of writhing maggots swarm your towards you. I really like the pacing of this game too. It really does a good job of making me want to continue playing Exit to DOS. It's awesome. Man. Alright, I want to see how this goes. I'm not quite ready to be done yet. What does a maggot attack do? Disgusting spew of maggots that infests cards. Wonder what that entails. Guessing it's gonna like, yeah, cause 1 damage every time I play a card. Every time I play an infected card. Brutal. Killing a maggot also does damage back to him also, it seems like. Hit. Nice. Nice. Alright, we're pretty good so far. Okay, I hadn't noticed that before. When the card explodes, it also doesn't go onto the stack, which could actually be strategically helpful. I was smart enough to think of a way to use that to my advantage. Go ahead and shuffle these cards and get my butt kicked. I guess still doing okay. Close. I'm definitely not going to pull up a mono before this is over. Because I want to know what happens to the board. I feel like there's probably got to be some kind of like bonus damage or something that happens. Nope, none at all. Okay, unexpected. Pray that you banish the last of those putrid maggots, but it still feels as though they're crawling all over your skin, or in your skin. You take a moment to compose yourself before making your way to the rusty cell gate. You try the key you found on the gate's lock, but to no avail. It appears that you shall have to force open this gate the hard way. There's the key lock on the inside of the door in the first place. Fireball. Remove targeted playable card and up to 2 random cards nearby. Like that. 80, recording is 1:30. Again, I can find both. I wonder if this is going to end up being a thing where, like, I am corrupting myself with each of these gems and find out that I've made things worse for myself towards the end of the game by doing so. Dude, I searched for police reports from 1995 that matched the description of Timmy's, and yeah, not only is it legit, there's more of these. Same manner of death, no suspects, no evidence. Real copy pasta shit. Nice. Man, what is up with these police reports that are apparently including unredacted photos of the crime scene? Which I know is just part of the fun. And this guy was playing Shadow Hand before he died as well. Nice. And Home Safety Hotline. So those are games from both of the developers that made this game. I love little Easter egg details like that in pictures like this. Cool spiral mug. Cool snake skull thing too. And again, the eyes are gouged out as if it was done with a pair of daggers, although the only, as far as I know, the only one that's mentioned the actual daggers being there is from the first crime scene. But it would certainly seem to suggest that something from the game is coming out and killing people with these daggers, or forcing them to do it themselves. Like, where did she get the daggers? If it's on security camera footage, then shouldn't they know? Again, I only saw a partial report. Alright, off to a solid start here. Clearly I'm still going, even though I meant to quit last round. Which direction do I want to go? Queen opens up more, and there's a jack as well. Need to get one more heart card. It's a waste of that redo. Oops. That's probably worth it. It's a good soundtrack. I like it. Squeezy. Finally, the luck gives way and the cell gate jars open. Alright, yeah, guys, I'm gonna be done for the night. This has been really fun. I'm digging this game. Yeah, probably do this again. Probably do an actual stream next time. Just need to get a little practice in with talking on camera and whatnot. So, hope you have a good rest of the whatever part of the day you're watching this, and I'll see you next time. Bye. Oh god, what is that thing?